Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to Mathematics in the Modern World. For this week, the focus of the discussion is about Polya's problem-solving strategy. So it was named after George Polya. He is considered to be the father of problem-solving. He is a mathematics educator who strongly believed that the skill of problem-solving can be taught. So here is the Polya's four-step problem-solving strategy. First, you have the understand the problem. Second, devise a plan, carry out the plan, and review the solution. So we have the first step, which is understanding of the problem. So in terms of understanding the problem, you have to answer the following questions. So you have to identify the goal of performing the problem or answering the problem. What is your goal of answering the problem? What is asked in the problem? Let's start with, or let's go back and the steps provided to us or taught to us by our teachers during our elementary days. So that is understanding the problem. Next, what is the condition? Also, what sort of a problem is it? What is known or unknown? Is there enough information? Can you draw a figure to illustrate the problem? And is there a way to restate the problem in your own words? Okay, this part of problem solving is sometimes, if not always, is neglected. So, to summarize this all, in order to solve a problem, one must first know what is being asked and what information or data can be extracted from what is given. Furthermore, one must see to it that he or she can state the problem in his or her own words. So the best way of understanding the problem is dapat kabalo ka mag-state ng problem in your own words lang. Kung naiintindihan mo kung ano ang ginapamangkot and you can express it on your own, that means you understand the problem. Also, you need to know kung ano ang mga given you provided sa problem. Second one is devise a plan. So, here are the series of mga processes or mga pwede nimo himuon if you devise a plan. Act that out. Be systematic. Work backwards. Consider special cases. Eliminate possibilities. Perform an experiment. Draw a picture or a diagram. So this is important, especially if we are having problems nga kinanglan illustrate na in order to solve. Use variables such as x. So we are representing some certain mga parameters by using variables. Look for a formula or formulas. Write an equation or a model. So ganpang ginahimutan ni siya, and we are doing this sa aton mga problem solving man ginahimo. Look for pattern or patterns. Depende ni siya, hindi ni siya tanan need nga kinahanglan gamiton begin for a isa-isa lang ka problem, but there is a specific process depende sa type of problem. Use direct or indirect reasoning. So solve a simple version of the problem, then guess and check your answer using trial and error. So there are a lot of strategies presented here, but this boils down to the idea that one must think of strategies to solve the problem. Some of these strategies include organizing given information, using a list. You can also use tables or charts. You can have drawing or diagram, working out the problem backwards. So may mga problems na pwede natin sumahon or maansaran if we go backwards, looking for a pattern as what is mentioned, trying to solve a similar but simpler problem, writing an equation, syempre kinanglanon tani siya, or simply guessing at the possible solution and then later checking if the result is valid. The third step is carrying out the plan or carry out the plan. So be patient, work carefully, modify the plan, or try a new plan. Keep trying until something works. Implement the strategy and strategies in step 2. Try another strategy if the first one isn't working. Keep a complete and accurate record of your work. Be determined and don't get discouraged if the plan does not work immediately. So to summarize this all, what this means is you would try to implement the strategies nga ginpili nimo sa ato nga step 2. So you are implementing the strategy chosen in your second step until the problem is solved or until a new course of action is suggested. So you can find examples para maansaran mo ang problem. You can also mangita sang sample ng mga solutions or you can have your references para maansaran mo ang problem. The last one is review the solution. Look for an easier solution. Does the answer make sense? Make the results in original problem or check the results in original problem. Interpret the solution with the effects of the problem. We check any computations involved in the solution. Can the solution be extended to a more general case? Ensure that all these conditions related to the problems are met. Determine whether there is another method of finding the solution and ensure the consistency of the solution in the context of the problem. So, kung na-implement na nimo ang strategy nga ginpili naton, so may makuha ka nga answer or may makuha ka nga answer. So, after mo nakuha ang answer, you should check kag i-verify nimo kung sakto ang nakuha nimo nga answer basing sa imong solution. So, questions like, is my answer reasonable? So, kinahanglan pamakuton nimo nga kagalingon. That is important in checking the veracity of the answer to the problem. For example, if you are asked to find the dimension of a rectangular box, at least cost the his or her, and your answer yields a negative sign. So, you need na dayon to go back sa mga solution kay kabalo ka nga dimension ang ginapapangita pero ang answer mo is may negative na sign. So, but sila there is something wrong along sa mga solution nga ginahimo. Kaya hindi pwede ang imo dimension should be negative or will be negative. So, amo ni siyang ginahimo naton nga we are checking our answers. So example, the GSW team won 3 out of their last 6 games. In how many different orders could they have attained 3 wins and 3 losses in the 6 games? So let us first understand the problem basing sa step 1. There are many different ways. GSW may have won 3 straight wins and 3 losses. So, pwede nga sunod-sunod nga daog, sunod-sunod nga loss. Or maybe, they lost in the first 3 games and won in the last 3 games. Or also, there are several orders. So, damo possible nga order, basta, kaya nakabutang lang is, 1 3 out of 6 games. Next, devise a plan. One can recognize a list of all the possibilities, making sure that no entry will be duplicated. So, pwede ka makasulat sang list, amo na yung mga plano, dapat malistahon mo para wala sang sulit-sulit. Since the plan we are going to perform is to write an organized list of possibilities, then we are now carrying out our plan by making the list. So let's start the list by writing or starting with 3 consecutive wins, then Next in the list are all the entries starting with 2 consecutive wins. Then, next is one with single win. Following this pattern, we are going also to make a list starting with the 3 consecutive loss and so on and so forth. And if we perform this organized list, we would come up with 16 possible combinations. Then, if we proceed with our step 4, which is reviewing the solution, we will have the list is organized and has no duplicates. So there are 16 different orders in which a basketball team can win exactly 3 out of 6 games. Another example, we have Leonardo da Vinci was a famous artist during the Renaissance period. He wrote in his notebook that from the top to the bottom of the chin is the sixth part of the face, and it is the 54th part of the man. Suppose the distance from the top to the bottom of the chin of the person is 1.2 inches. Using Leonardo da Vinci's measurements, find the height of the person. So, first step, that is understand the problem. Obviously, one needs to find the height of the person in this problem. So, if we proceed in the next step of the problem wherein we need to devise a plan, let x represent the unknown height of the person, then let us write an equation to satisfy Da Vinci's measurement. For the next step, wherein we need to carry out our plan, let x equals the height of the person, then we will have an equation 1 over 54x is equals to 1.2. X then will be equal to 64.8 inches or 5.4 feet. Thus, the person is 5.4 feet tall. So, if we review our solution, that is quite simple. All that we just need to do is to practice conversion of inches to feet and vice versa. Okay, another example we have in 2017, Venus' birthday fell on a Saturday, June 3. On what day of the week does Venus' birthday fall in 2020? Take note that 2020 is a leap year. So for our solution, we are going to count how many days are there after June 3, 2017 up to June 3, 2020. So after June 3, 2017 up until June 3, 2018, we have 365 days for a year. And then after that, we have June 3, 2018 up to June 3, 2019. That is also equivalent to 365 days. And after that, we have June 3, 2019 up to June 3, 2020, and that will be 366 days, considering that 2020 is a leap year. So for a total, we have 1,096 days. Since the week is a cycle, then any multiple of 7 days past a given day will be the same day of the week. So 7 days after subong is still the same ang Japanese day. For example, Saturday subong. 7 days after subong is still Saturday. So, ang muna siya ang buot silingon. So, let's divide the number by 7. 1,096 divided by 7 will be 156. You will have a remainder of 4. So, take note lang ha. 156 days, remainder 4. So, wala na rin pakialam sa 156 kay buot silingon. That is divisible by 7. That is the same day sa birthday ni Venus of 2017, which is Saturday. So, it means that ang ika-192 being the multiple of 7 after June 3, 2017 is also Saturday. So, aton nga concern diri subong is ang 4 days after sang Saturday. Kaya mo natin remainder. Ang remainder ta is 4. So, maisip lang to 4 days after Saturday. That is ang birthday ni Venus sa 2020. So, that is 4 days after sang aton nga Saturday is Wednesday. So, June 3, 2020 will be a Wednesday. So, that is the simple approach kung paano natin i-solve ang mga mathematical problems. So, we are done with the Polya, yung problem-solving strategy. So, stay safe lang, good everyone. So, God bless.